Alright, y'all, we in this thing. What's going on, guys? We have the second episode of Super Smash Sundays, and we have a very special guest with us, John Rodriguez, right here. One of my good friends since, I want to say, my Tracy days. So, I mean, happy to have you on the show, man.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
You guys, John is somebody that he worked, you know, a regular 9 to 5 at Honda, and he now has the pleasure to work from home based off of something that he does called Amazon FBA, and he's gonna dive in a little bit deeper for us. But first, John, I want you to tell the audience just a little bit about who you are, man.
Yeah, well, I'm John, obviously. 27 years old, born in the Bay Area, been a Bay Area guy like my whole life. You know, just someone just trying to enjoy life, you know, just be the best that I can be, to be like who I'm like capable of like being. Someone trying to learn, someone who's trying to like just grow, just have fun and just enjoy life. You know? So,
like I said, I've known you since what, Tracy, that was like, I want to say what,
2008,
right around there, yeah. Because he went to the other high school across the way from me. I was Tracy High, he went to West High. And I always went to your family parties, love your mom's cooking. So you moved from Tracy, you moved around a lot growing up, right?
Yeah, so basically like my high school years I spent in Tracy, which is West High. And then after I graduated in 09, I decided to move back to San Leandro, where I was raised. So
okay, cool. And then so when did you start working at Honda?
I would say 2012.
Okay.
Took like 2 years like break off of high school because you know we're always moving around, so it was hard for me to go to school and then do this and then yeah, I decided to move work at Honda. My dad actually got me the job.
Got it.
Yeah, so
yeah, he's the manager, or was he like?
He was a financial manager.
Okay.
For Honda.
Yeah, so cool plug right there. Like, how many hours would you say you would work a week?
Ooh, you know, average would be, everyone would say 40. I think it was more for me. I think it was like 50. It was like literally like my time would be 7 to 6. That's my time.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
7 to 6.
You were, as soon as you went home, you would like just go to sleep, huh?
Just go to sleep. Repeat it the same day and then do the same thing over again the next day and the next day.
And so, as of like recent, when did you start Amazon FBA again?
Ooh, I started, I would say last year, December. I would say started this new year I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say has like been the biggest shift that you've seen as far as with like, what are some of the pros that you've had with this new lifestyle of yours?
It's a lot. A lot of things changed, from friends to environment, mindset.
I know you probably get more sleep now, right?
Yeah.
That definitely helps out. But I mean, because what I've noticed as far as with your social media is that you're more in the personal development area now. You're really building yourself up to keep up this lifestyle that you do have now. But let's dive a little bit into Amazon FBA. Let's get right to it. So what is Amazon FBA?
So Amazon FBA is a fulfillment by Amazon. So it's a private labeling. You buy stuff from China, buy in bulks, and then you ship it here to USA, the nearest fulfillment center, and you sell it as your own product, basically.
Right.
You brand it, you put your own name. It has to be in the niche though, you know, so it has to be a hot product that you can brand, basically. Because there's a lot of products out there that you can brand. This is already trademarked, you know, and all. Yeah.
Okay, just basically doing your due diligence and just being smart about the product research beforehand.
Yeah.
And yeah, so guys, when it comes to Amazon FBA, I actually leave a link down below to his brother, Derek Rodriguez, who actually has, or Derek Struggle, he actually has a video that explains it super well with a lot more detail if you want more information on how to get started on something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely something, when I've done my research on it, is it just comes down to you doing your work beforehand, putting in the work, putting in the hours on the product research, and then after that, then you can actually, it's pretty good stream of income after that. But anyways, what would you say has been your main source of information? Like, do you like podcasts more? Do you like books? Like, what do you prefer?
I'm gonna have to go with books.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother, like you mentioned, you know, Derek Struggle is my brother. He's the one who actually got me into books. And I would read books, and it was one of those, like, it's a skill that you had to go through, you know, obviously. I would read books and then like, it would go out of my focus, or I wouldn't even pay attention to it.
Right.
You know, so I was just like, you know, I'm gonna take the time to actually like read a book and like just sit there. And the first book I read was Think and Grow Rich. Really hard to read, but
Yeah.
When you really put your mind into like, you know, just reading and like wanting to learn and wanting to grow, it's been life changing.
Yeah.
You know, it's life changing, you know, because when you really understand like what someone else is going through, it really puts you in a different perspective. Like you can actually feel what they're going through, and it just changes like your mind.
Yeah. Now, I always look at it as like a lighthouse for life, you know, and it just gives you that clarity on wherever you want to go. It makes it that much clearer for you. And something that I used to look at it as is like mini mentors, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, Tony Robbins isn't your neighbor, you can actually have him, you know, in the palm of your hand to give you some nice insight. So a question that I want to ask you, man, is to go from a 9-to-5 and taking that leap of faith and going into something like Amazon FBA. What was going through your mind, man? Was there a lot of fear there, or what was it for you?
Probably like the biggest fear that I never felt before in my life.
Mm.
You know, it was crazy. Like, you know, like every day I don't even know what I'm doing.
Right.
But you do have to just take a leap of faith and just, you know, gotta take the risk and just keep going.
Yeah, and it's just kind of trusting yourself that you're gonna get through it, right?
You have to trust yourself. You really do. You know, a lot of people, you know, we have doubts in our head. You know, we have like this mental battle that we go through like almost every day, you know, to kind of fight off those words that tell you, you know, why are you doing this? You know, don't do it. You don't have what it takes. You know, all this little stuff that, you know, goes through your head, but you just gotta fight it. I think that's the best thing that you can do.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, it's taking that leap of faith, guys. That's really what it is, and especially if you make it a daily habit to really get that personal development in there, just to kind of build that self-awareness and that confidence. You're going to be a lot more equipped to actually face the challenges that do come along with any risk that you do take. And like you said, you just have to trust yourself, and that's like one of the biggest things. Super Smash Brothers. All right, I know you played it. I used to. As far as when I played it as a kid, but my huge competitiveness actually started at his family parties back, I want to say, what, 08, right around there, 09.
Yeah, we would always throw like a family party, like a huge family party. Everyone would just like love to go. It's super competitive. Everyone's just like,
yeah. And that was probably the first time. I would bring my own controller. Like I was just super competitive because I didn't want any button sticking or, you know, it to be defected and throws off my game. So I was that competitive. So you played with a lot of people, I remember, but what would you say is your favorite character?
I'm gonna go with Ike.
Ike? Okay.
Yeah, there's a sword, a long sword that just straight bashing.
Okay.
And the lightning, so
I think he's on this one.
Is he on this one? Yes.
It might be Mark, but we'll see. Before we actually jump into this game, what is your favorite quote for the audience? Like, there's a lot of great quotes out there, but what would you say is like your favorite quote?
The one that gets me is probably, "The day that I shine, my parents will shine."
Ooh.
Or I can accept failure because everyone always fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Yeah, I think
Michael Jordan. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know all these quotes, but like I don't even like know who it's actually from. Like I just heard it.
And if it's not Michael Jordan, I'm sorry guys, but I'm pretty sure it's him. But that's fantastic. So last question for you is, man, are you ready to take this L, John?
Yes, do it. Oh, they do have, I told you.
Hey, wait.
Hater.
9.
Are we turning sliders on?
Right,
oh, we choose
Lin K.
Yeah, that's dude. This is the map right here.
Oh yeah. Friendships lost.
Oh, wait.
What kind of shit is that?
God damn it! Hold on, wait. Redo. Time out. I just fell off. That was on the board.
Big boys.
Oh, there you go. That was the sword that I was talking about. Dude, stop cheating. Wait. Oh, I mean.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, you jump again?
You're the greatest.
Oh, the grades. What the hell?
It was at this moment that he knew. He
Dude, that was a one hit. That was a one hit right there.
I know.
Right there. Get out of here, boy.
Hey!
Nah, no, what the hell are you cheating?
My man's like LeBron out here, the hops.
Ooh, LeBron James.
Oh!
Alright, let's do it, yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Run it back. What are you doing?
What is he doing?
Down to me. Down.
Why you trying to give me some tips?
I guess you jumping off the map. Oh, hi. You really got that? Oh my god.
We can just keep doing it. That's one thing about cheating, that when you're in the air, you just keep doing that.
Oh, pinpoint moves.
Oh, what the?
Kicking me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because.
No! Oh my god, bro, that's not a good way to win. I keep falling off.
You good? Heard that y'all was getting the hang of it.
I'm warming up. Wow.
Oh god.
Oh. No, please, God. I think B is like B is the key.